the topic of CVs is actually quite a good topic, because we've all seen it. We've all seen good CVs and bad CVs. Obviously, we don't just send a CV. We don't just fire off a blank CV. We speak to candidates and we understand more about it. What would be your top tips, should we say, on how to create a good CV? You know, from our experience, what have we seen that's necessarily been maybe a bad CV, or something that we've had to do a lot of work to, or something that's a good CV that we can near enough send across with our notes that we always do?
Well, I think this is another plus with having that, you know, sort of advice directly from someone like us, where it all depends on the client itself or the end business that you're looking to join. If it's a consultancy, then I think project experience and product experience of what you've worked on previously is key. And I think that's, again, another reason that, you know, it plays into the fact that if you're going to approach a business with your CV, you're having a conversation with someone that knows exactly what to put on that profile to make you stand out.
Yeah.
So that'd be the biggest thing for me, is, you know, having that direct access to what should be standing out on this profile before I'm sort of approaching the business or being introduced to them. Yeah. And it can vary, like I say, it can be either project experience, it can be, you know, getting your personality across, maybe in your about me part of the CV or your bio. So it does vary, and it definitely, like I say, plays into what type of business that you're going into.
I think one thing that you've definitely touched on there is relevance, and using our experience to make sure that your CV is relevant for that business, product or consultancy. I've seen so many CVs in the past that have been maybe a bit too generic, and have also, you know, the CV is probably going to be the one thing that's your first door open to that business. And there's been too many times when I've seen a CV and it's been too much about, you know, what the company does or what the project was about, but not necessarily anything about that individual was involved in that process. You know, they've got their tech stack, fine for us, you know, Java for me and sort of, you know, .NET for you guys, and they've got that on there, but they haven't said, you know, where did they use that technology, or why did they use it? You know, I know that's going to be stuff for interview process, which we'll probably cover off later, but it's still that first door into that business. You know, you've got to make it relevant and almost sell yourself for what I did for that project.
It's a good chance to show yourself off. Like, that's basically your story. You've worked really hard to get these qualifications or skills, and when you put minimal on that CV, it's going to be overlooked. It's like having a Ferrari and never driving it. You know, you've worked hard for that. You're going to show it off. Like, make yourself stand out compared to others.
Yeah.
I think it's little things that you can do on your CV, and it doesn't seem like it's a lot. But if someone sees how much you've worked on a project and how much your role affected the business because of what you did, I think compared to others, you're going to look far better in the process, for sure.